The reason these guys in tonight, and I did ask everybody to come in with a limp, because it is our limp night. They're both limping, and they're both recovering. These guys are obviously not in China, so they're in doing talking footy, which is great, and we appreciate it. Hammer, I sent out a post on social media the other day that simply said, "Did you have a good weekend?" to everybody. That's all, just to say hi and have a nice weekend. Yeah. And your dad came back, Graham came back with one, and he said, "Baz, it was fantastic, except for one reason, obviously," which was obviously you weren't there. Yeah. You weren't playing. How you going, mate? How are you travelling with it all?
No, going really well. All things considered, I suppose physically my knees tracking as well as it possibly could at this point in time, which is great. The physios and doctors have said that it looks like a knee that would be sort of 5 or 6 weeks post-op rather than 2 or 3, which it is at the moment. So in terms of the range and flexibility and strength that I've got in it at the moment, it's tracking incredibly well, and more importantly, I'm in a really good mind state mentally as well. So that win on the weekend I think made things a touch easier too. So
you actually look like one of the mascots out there, mate, with your little bald cap on. I said, that's Hammer. That's Hammer there on the outside. But you look like you wanted to jump in. You wanted to jump in there, but you held back a little bit. You're just on the outside there. It was a thrilling win. It was fantastic. But obviously you would have loved to have been out there running around with them. Can you tell us, because a lot of the punters don't get to go in the rooms and all that, but after the siren, you go down in the rooms?
Yeah, yep.
What was it like down there?
I was, pure elation, I suppose. Everyone, all the boys, all the guys that were there watching, players, support staff, all their friends and family were down in the rooms as well, and everyone, I think, just had ridden that roller coaster of emotion for the last 5 minutes of that game, and obviously we came out on the winning end of it, so everyone was really ecstatic in the change room. So it was a great feeling in there for sure.
What were you doing after McGovern did the goal? Where were you? Were you in the players and officials box, or were you?
I was on the interchange bench, so I wanted to get as close as I could, I suppose, to the action without actually being out there. So I sat down on the interchange bench, and I just wanted to have a chat to the guys as they were coming on and off the ground, keep them switched on mentally, keep them nice and calm and positive throughout the game. But I must admit, I was looking at that 17-point margin for a while, just thinking I wouldn't mind us sneaking another point or two here, just to try and put the mind at ease a little bit. And when they kicked those last few goals, I still felt a sense of positivity, and that the game certainly wasn't over, and we still had a minute or 40 seconds to execute what we needed to. And we set up specifically for those types of moments, and you'll notice the half-backs just kind of run in off the back of the square. We just go full out aggression, and sometimes they come off and sometimes they don't. And thankfully for us on the weekend, it paid off really nicely.
It paid off beautifully, mate. It absolutely paid off beautifully. I don't think I've been that excited since, well, I can't tell you, but I was very excited. I was very excited for sure, and I know all the punters were. That's got to be the loudest I've heard Adelaide Oval. Quite seriously, that was the loudest I've heard. I think that's the loudest I've heard anything, any sporting event, anywhere. Yeah. It was massive, wasn't it? These people went berserk. We had people coming in here saying that they didn't have a voice for 2 days. Did not have a voice. So that shows you the level of support that the players have. You feel that when you're out there, don't you? You know that's going on when you're out there playing.
Yeah, I made a comment throughout the week about how important you guys are when you come and support us, and there was probably 5 or 10,000 Crow supporters there, and they sort of get stuck into us, and as we do to them when it's their home showdown. So the energy and the enthusiasm that you guys create genuinely does inspire us on field, and when we do get a bit of a roll on and you guys start creating the noise and the buzz that you do, we as players definitely gain a fair bit out of that. So on behalf of the guys that played on the weekend, thank you guys for everyone that came on the weekend. And
quick one before we move on here. I saw you do this. It was nothing. It was absolutely nothing. You were doing a few laps, you were running a few laps, and then you came in and joined in the centre of the ground, and it looked like you took over a cigarette paper.
Yeah.
That's the way it looked to me. I looked, Emma, what are you doing? You get up, you push, you're not hurt, and you were. But I can see by the wave and whatever. You want to run us through that? Because it was really, it was only a very tiny change of direction.
Yeah. Yeah, so I wasn't even supposed to train that day in the first place because I hurt my face in the Geelong game and my shoulder. But I wanted to have a bit of a run around. It was a Thursday, I think, in the lead up to a Saturday or Sunday game. So I was pretty keen to get out there, and I felt fine. So I decided to join into training. And the drill that we were doing was supposed to finish after the 10-minute mark, but we thought, we got to keep trying to nail this. We really want to get this part of our game, nailed 100% before the weekend. So we extended the drill for another few minutes, and it was just within that little period that I got a handball from Needy. I sort of landed on my left foot, then went to pivot off my right foot. My foot basically stayed where it was, and my knee kept twisting, and the force kept going through my knee, and I felt a big snap, a big pop, and I knew straight away that with the mechanism that it was and the pain that I felt that it wasn't good, and everyone on the ground just stood still.
It was amazing. They did.
Yeah, it was weird. Like it was one of those points in time where there just happened to be lots of people up on the balcony and people around the fence and near the race, and everyone was sort of watching, and that just happened to happen. So anyway, it is what it is. I can't wind back the clock now and change anything. So just got to help out where I can around the place, make sure the boys are in a good headspace from game to game, and try and win as many games as we can between now and the end of the year.
Okay, I think the important thing is that you're in a good headspace. You said that earlier. You've got no issue with it now. You're okay. You're in your rehab.
Yep.
Are you confident in your rehab? To me, you'd be the type of bloke who would get through this pretty good. You're a fit bloke. I'm not saying it won't be 12 months, but I can see you sort of being a little bit earlier and pretty keen to get out there in less than 12.
Yeah, well, I know Dougal came back from his in nine months, so I'll be looking at 9 months rather than 12. So I understand that I'll take as long as I need to for it to heal the way it should and the way it needs to. But I've got no doubt that I'll be absolutely fine in 6 months' time, and it'll be that last few months. I'll be anxiously waiting to sort of get out and join in again. But I've got full faith in the guys around me, and Robbie and Dougal have come back bigger and better from their knees, and I'm sure I will too. So we'll be right.
All right. I hope you do, mate. I really do, because you were in some really good form. Really annoying because you're at that stage in your career where you probably play your best footy at that age and whatever, and you were flying, and then bang. But mate, good luck. We know you'll be back.
Yep.
And we did miss you on the weekend, but you were a part of it. You were a part of it. You were out there with your little port cap on and being the mascot. Really like that, mate.
I had a shocking haircut last week, so I had to cover it, but I've had it sort of adjusted and trimmed as of yesterday, and I'm a bit happier about it now. So
I have a similar issue. Good on you, mate. Look
Thanks,
forward
guys.
to seeing you back.